FDR?
Franklin D. Roosevelt was a great president. He brought America out of the Great Depression.
Who is Franklin Delano Roosevelt?
He was president during World War II and served the longest amount of terms in president.
Oh, he was a U.S. president that helped America through a very tough time.
He was the president of the United States during World War II and the Great Depression. He was also crippled.
Franklin Roosevelt was the president during World War II, and he was very successful in his presidency.
He was the president during World War II. You know who Franklin Delano Roosevelt is?
Yeah.
Who is he?
He's the one rich guy. More money than me.
Who is FDR?
A president.
Yeah, Roosevelt. Is that the 32nd president who helped lead the U.S. through the Great Depression and World War II?
Who is FDR?
Franklin Delano Roosevelt was the president during World War II. He did a lot of stuff during that era for the world.
So who was FDR?
Well, FDR is a leader of the United States.
Franklin Delano Roosevelt, also known as FDR, was born in 1882 at Hyde Park, New York, to a wealthy family. Roosevelt's education included a boarding school in Massachusetts. He then went on to be a Harvard graduate and attended Columbia Law School. In 1905, FDR married Eleanor Roosevelt, who was his distant cousin. They settled down and had 6 children. FDR's interests lied in politics. In 1910, he was elected for New York State Senator and was re-elected in 1912. In 1913, he was asked to serve as an assistant secretary for the Navy. In 1920, he ran as vice president for James Cox in the presidential election, but suffered a loss. In 1921, FDR was diagnosed with polio. He was paralyzed in his legs and was physically weak. However, FDR fought this disease and became a stronger person. He managed to regain some function in his legs. Roosevelt was elected as governor of New York in 1928 and re-elected in 1930. By the time he won the presidential election in 1932, America was deep into the Great Depression and desperate for hope.
I think FDR's greatest accomplishment was the New Deal. It definitely helped the United States recover economically, and that's what I associate FDR mostly with.
I mean, his whole presidency was pretty impressive, but his first initial leadership in taking over and implementing the New Deal and just giving people hope during the Great Depression was huge. And then his leadership through World War II, which was obviously a troubling time in the world, and he provided really strong leadership and direction for America.
So what I know about FDR is, I know he did a lot of social programs for America. He was trying to help those who really needed help. The thing I remember most is the New Deal.
When Roosevelt became president, he promised Americans a New Deal. Essentially, the New Deal was a series of programs designed to boost and help the economy. He was not only influential through the government, but inspiring with his words. He communicated via radio and fireside chats with America.
Yesterday, December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy. The United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan. The United States was at peace with that nation, and at the solicitation of Japan, was still in conversation with its government and its emperor, looking toward the maintenance of peace in the Pacific.
The U.S. was officially entered in World War II after the bombing of Pearl Harbor. With the help of Einstein, the U.S. was able to create the atomic bomb. Nagasaki and Hiroshima were bombed, causing Japan to surrender to the Allies. U.S. troops were soon being recruited and fighting against the Axis powers in the East. Troops participated in missions such as D-Day. Unfortunately, FDR did not survive to see the end of World War II. He died on April 12, 1945, just weeks before the surrender of the Nazis. He died from a cerebral hemorrhage. What kind of legacy do you think FDR tried to leave behind?
I think FDR tried to leave behind a legacy of strong government and strong leadership from the office of the president.
And do you think he succeeded in that?
Absolutely. I think a lot of his programs that he started we still have, and government has definitely increased in the lives of Americans because of the programs that he implemented, the changes that he made.
So what did FDR do for America?
Alright, you gotta pause there.
So who was Franklin Delano Roosevelt?
Do I look at you?
The camera. So who is Franklin Delano Roosevelt to you?
FDR, isn't that the...
Oos!
Very unprofessional.
Yeah, it's recording.
Oh, okay.
Who was FDR?
Oh, he was a president that... Oh my god, wait, sorry, I'm sorry.
Who was FDR, Kylie?
He was the president during World War II.
Can you talk louder into that?
Hey!